surveyor will.
The survey, okay.
Yeah.
Flood Help NY uses NAVD, right? So we just saw in the last example,
Right.
it was pulling the NAVD number for the current BFE.
Right. I will double check, but I'm 99.9% sure that the plan is everything will be in an ABD 88. We're not going backwards. Everything in the future is going to be an 88, so that would be the smart thing.
Yeah, yeah. I think the reason that it came out differently in RAND was because of the, they have to use these landmarks, right? Anyway, but let's quickly go through this in like 2 minutes. All right. So with this house, again, we have to once again convert numbers into steps. Numbers from the elevation certificate into steps. All right. So what's the building diagram number? 2. So let's flip back.
2.
All right, 2. Well, this is divided into 2A and 2B. It's basically it's the older system didn't. It has a basement. Okay, so that's why you know this is not an elevated home, because it has a basement. Because there's no such thing as an elevated home with a basement. Okay, so here's the house. It's got a basement of some kind. It's 2 stories. Alright, it's got a basement that a lot of it is above ground. All right, so let's start pinning down certain numbers associated with this. Okay, we know the base flood elevation is 10 feet, but let's not even write that in until we start pinning down some things. The first thing we want to know is what is the ground level here? The lowest ground level. C2F.
10.4.
10.4.
10.0.
0.
I'm sorry, 10.04. C2F. Just go to sleep at night thinking C2F is ground level, C2F. LHE it says at the end of it. Okay. So 10.4. This is pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so again, we've got a situation. I'm sorry, I accidentally picked 2 examples where the ground level is higher than, all right. So these are not going to be good examples, but we're out of time anyway, so we'll do more training. The basement floor. What's the lowest floor for rating of this house? Where will this house be rated from?
10.5.
Yeah, so the basement floor is where it's going to be rated from now until it gets changed, and that is 6.15 feet above sea level. Right? 6.15. All right, so that's already telling you that this so this is like 4 feet underground. If it's a typical basement height, it's going to be, maybe like 4 feet above ground. But we don't have to guess because we know we have C2B. What is C2B?
15.7.
Next higher floor. C2B is 15.17. All right. So essentially, if this homeowner is able to fill in their basement, install flood vents, they're raising their elevation from 6.15 up to 15.7. If the BFE is 10 feet and they're being rated from here, they're at -4 elevation. That's not good. If the BFE, but aside from the LOMA, let's forget about the whole letter of map amendment. If they fill in and do crawl spaces here and they get up to 15.7, they're at +5. That's going to be really cheap. So this is again, a situation where it makes a big difference. But next time, I'm sorry, I won't pick 2 LOMA eligible clients. I thought I had, but go ahead.
So then if we're looking at the rate map, the rate chart that you gave us last time.
Yep.
Then, -4 could be $5,000-$6,000 additional cost. So +5 could cut the cost down.
Right. Yeah, so what this person can do in the short run, before the maps change, file a LOMA, you know, take that elevation certificate that they just got for free. If C2F is bigger than B, what is it, B11? B9. If C2F is bigger than B9, they need to get, well, where can they go to besides, do you know who does LOMA applications? I mean, in our case, SmartNet did it, but I don't know who else does it.
A lot of surveyors that do elevation certificates will do it. I
They'll
don't know.
do?
I don't know if they would be interested in doing it without, with a free elevation certificate. It's really only if you know what you're doing, it's only an hour's worth of effort once you have the elevation certificate.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you have a client who's eligible for a LOMA, contact me and we'll see if we can fix them up with somebody who can do it. So in the meantime, what she needs to do is go in there, get that LOMA, get exempted, reduce her down to X zone rates, right? It pulls you out of the high risk plus zone. In the long run though, she's got to think about what she's going to do when the maps change, but we've got time now to deal with that. So, you know, she's got a lot of good information now that she can act on now as well as use for planning for the future, and we're running over time. So, and again, if you were trying to plug this into the model for steps, assuming that she mitigated by filling in her crawl space or basement, you're going to be subtracting C2B from C2F. I'm sorry, subtracting C2F from C2B. That gives you 5 feet roughly. Okay, and then 5 times 0.6666 equals,
Oh, you're asking for 3 points. So it's 3.666.
3.3. 3.3 steps. You've turned it into 3.3 steps. You're going to say the steps are going up, and then get a rate from there. But anyway, I'm going to write down those steps, and it might be worthwhile having another training on just how to do that with some examples.
Just if we're working with a negative, like steps going down,
Right.
we're taking the absolute value, right? We're not going negative 5 times 0.66666. We're taking 5.
Yes. Right, because what the rate calculator is going to do, so let's say you're trying to figure out what this floor is, and there's steps going down, you know, and the steps may be partially inside, partially outside, but however many steps there are that get you to the basement floor, in this case, it's we know it's about 4 feet.
Yeah. It's actually 3.85.
So 4 times 666.666 is,
It's like 4 times 6 is 2.44.
oh my God. All right. It's 2.44 round up or down, so this is 2 steps. So you're going to say, you know, in that case, it's 2 steps, it's 2 steps going down, and then you're going to give them the crawl space height, and what they're going to do is sort of subtract the sub-ground portion from the steps question. So, all right. So how many of you feel like you need more training to generate rates?
It's very clear.
Yes? All right. All right, so maybe we can schedule some more practice examples. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. All right, thanks.
You know, let me clear on that. So before everybody takes off, I just wanted to mention, we mentioned last time about deductible rates. If you look on page 31, gives you a rough shorthand version of what